You're still up here?
Oh, Mai. How are you?
I'm all good. How are you? You've been busy.
Yeah, just really focused, mostly.
I'm liking the look of the place, though. You're an incredible painter, Ojima.
Thank you. I'm feeling really good about this one. Hey, if you're sticking around, now's a good time for you to tell me that story you promised.
Ah, jeez. You sure? I don't think you're gonna like it.
It sounds eventful.
It's eventful, but not in a good way.
Heavy?
I guess so. It's not exactly happy.
Well, I'll leave it up to you then, whether you want to tell me or not.
I mean, I'm fine telling you, if you want to hear it.
Then, yeah, I'm all ears. Go for it.
Alright, so important context. My dad is in business. He makes decent money and he knows a bunch of people, including this one guy named Takeshi. He's some other business guy, I don't know what field he was in specifically, but he knew my dad. So one day when I was 10, I was walking home from school when this guy Takeshi pulls up next to me in this black car, and he starts going on about how my dad sent him and how I had to get in so he could drive me home, which, super weird because my dad would never do that and I barely know this guy. It's not like him and my dad were friends, they were acquainted. I had no idea who he was, so I'm getting a little argumentative, and he's not having that. Guy hops out, grabs me, chucks me in the back, drives off.
Holy shit.
We're driving for I don't know, a couple hours maybe. And finally we get to his house, and he walks me inside and puts me in this little broom closet and tells me to wait there while he calls my dad. I'm scared at this point, because this guy's a lot bigger than me, so I'm not trying to break out or anything. I'm just kind of standing there doing what he wants. But he just doesn't come back. And a couple hours pass, and I'm like, something's really, really wrong here. What the fuck is going on? So I try leaving the closet, and the door's locked. And that's where it all just kind of clicks that this is really, really bad.
Yeah, Jesus, I can imagine. You got kidnapped.
Yep.
Were you okay?
I mean, I was fine at first. For the first night, I just kind of stayed in the closet. I tried to break through the door a few more times, but it wasn't really budging. After the first day, though, I don't know. Shit got weird.
I'm kind of afraid to ask.
He wasn't a great guy. I mean, you can probably guess that much. He would take me out of the closet to beat me or to tell me that my parents weren't looking for me and that I was gonna live with him forever and to do some really fucked up shit to me, I guess. Keep in mind, this whole time, he's regularly calling my dad to demand money from him and promising he'll send me home. Instead, he's just taking my dad's money and then asking for more money. So that keeps up for a year. I'm 11 by the time I actually get home again.
How did you leave?
It's kind of wild, actually. He just forgot to lock the door one day. He'd forgotten before, but this one specific time, he forgot to lock the door, and he went out for groceries, and I just left.
Just like that?
Yeah, I just left. I remember wandering down the street, and I was really nervous because he could have super easily just passed me on his way back from the store and taken me back to his house, but I don't know. I got lucky, I guess. I remember wandering down the street with super dirty hair and no shoes on and the same clothes I'd been wearing for a year. I probably looked insane. I remember being really embarrassed about that, which is fucking crazy because I should have had other priorities, but I don't know. I was 11.
I get it, yeah.
So I'm wandering down the street looking like shit, and finally I find this older woman with a kid. And she's asking me if I'm okay, and I just start wailing like a fucking lunatic. I just can't stop crying. I don't know if I was just stressed or if it was because she was the first person I'd seen in a year that wasn't Takao, but no idea. I just totally fell apart. I was begging to use this lady's phone to call my dad. She gives me her phone, and I call my dad, and while I'm on the phone with my dad, she takes me and her kid into this store. I think it was a music store or some shit. And she calls 110.
Good, I'm glad.
So the police show up, and that's when I find out that my parents haven't just completely forgotten about me. They've been looking everywhere for me for a year. They'd been told I was probably dead 100 times, and they were just too stubborn to believe that, I guess. or they knew they'd raised a crazy, stubborn daughter, so, they held out. And there I was, after a year.
That's crazy.
Eh.
What happened to Takao?
Well, he didn't get caught, if that's what you're wondering. Believe me, that fucked me up for a while. They went to his house, and he was just gone. Never found the guy.
What? Seriously? So he's just out there somewhere?
He was, for a while. I caught up with him, though.
Wait, so... Then that's who you...
He was going by Masada Hiroshi by then, so when I got the call to track him down and bring him in, I wasn't exactly expecting Takao. But I doubt he was expecting me either.
You killed him?
Wasn't on purpose, but I don't regret it. Just got a bit carried away.
You're incredible.
Huh?
You're incredible. I could never... how are you so strong?
What do you mean?
You didn't let him break you. You escaped. You got home. You fought back. And look at you now. You're so brave. You're so confident. You're so strong now. How did you do it?
I don't know. I just kept a good head on my shoulders and kept reminding myself that as long as I wasn't the type of person who would kidnap a little girl and lock her in a closet, I'd always be above him, and I wouldn't let someone that awful take control over my entire life like that. It's my life, not his. I wanted to let myself move on. I didn't want my whole life to be about what he did.
I don't know how you can just do that.
Hmm?
How you can just decide to be strong. I feel so fucking small all the time. It's like I'm infected.
You want to tell me your story?
Huh?
We've got a lot in common, I think, so maybe it'll be a little bit easier for you to talk to someone who actually understands what happened. This is where you can decide to be strong, if you want to.
It was my uncle. When I was 3.
Ojima.
I trusted him, and I couldn't even tell anyone. For years. When I told my brother, he told my dad, and my dad got so fucking pissed. He was so angry. He thought I was lying, and he told me I was lying. And he made me believe him. And then it was still happening, It didn't stop happening. I just stopped telling people. And then I just found somewhere else to be. Somewhere safe, where I could control things. And where nobody could hurt me anymore. It didn't stop until I was 15. I don't know how to feel okay again. I don't know how to feel strong after that. I don't know how to stop feeling like I don't belong in my own fucking body anymore.
You feel like you lost your entire childhood, huh?
I feel like I lost everything.
There's no easy fix for it. It's always gonna make your skin crawl. The only thing you can do is keep going and make your life about you again. Time's not gonna slow down for us to catch up. You live with your brothers now, right?
Yeah.
And they're good to you?
They're the best people I know.
Then let them help you. I mean it. If I had gone home to an empty house, I wouldn't be strong. You need people. Let them help you. Tell them what you need from them.
But I don't even know what I need from them. I feel like I don't know anything.
Then tell them that. Hell, tell me that. If you're sitting at home and you suddenly feel like your entire world is caving in and you're trapped in this ruined body and you need something to keep you held together, even for just a second, just call me. Talk to me. I've been where you are.
You're so much stronger than me.
I'm not. I've just had more practice. You're still you, Ojima. Even after all the shit you've gone through, you're always gonna be you.